Oh my God, man. I can't with these Kardashians, man. I just can't. Let's begin.
Like a boss.
All right, man. This is Alex from MindfulAttraction.org, and today we're going to be talking about the Kylie Jenner effect. We're doing a Kylie Jenner effect series, okay? And the reason why I want to do this is because I want to dissect this poor woman. Yeah, that's right. This poor woman, as rich as she is, unfortunately, she doesn't have the inner richness of peace inside her heart. And I'm gonna and the re and it's a problem because she's destructive because she is an influencer, and whatever people. This is the thing, man. If you're broken inside, you're gonna and you haven't accepted that, you're gonna create more broken people. It's one thing being broken inside and accepting it. It actually becomes a blessing. It turns on the opposite way around. It becomes an inspiration, like Mike Tyson. But when you suppress it, you begin to inspire a culture of fakeness and complete inner rottenness, right? It is fucking unbelievable, people. All right. And so we're gonna be talking about why women are undervalued. And this is the Kylie Jenner effect. And I can tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, I saw a big shift in women from 2014, I think, to from that point, I saw a big shift. And the biggest shift was I just started seeing the same woman everywhere, right? The same look, right? The same person she admires. And I was like, why is Kylie Jenner so famous, right? But let's begin this, okay? Look, generally speaking, one of the Kylie Jenner effect is that it has a different value. She has the Kardashians have a different set of values than what people should really have. Let me explain, right? What they value is unattainable physical beauty by any means necessary. What that means is this, is that if you ugly, you don't accept the fact that you ugly. You're rather than work on yourself, you rather go under the knife, right? That means that if you have small boobs, right, you're gonna get yourself bigger boobs. Right? If you have small ass, you're gonna get yourself a bigger ass, right? And this is why some guys are liked with their personalities a little bit more than some women, because guys in general are a little bit more accepting of their flaws. And so they have a looseness to it. It's like kids. Kids are more accepting of their flaws when they're younger, before they're judged and socialized, right? And it's adorable and it's actually likable, right? But when you don't accept your flaws, man, there's like a fucking stiffness inside that if somebody points out, you stiffen up. But people who have most guys, not most guys, but I'm just saying in general, guys and most children, because guys are not judged by their looks, so they have a more looseness to it. They're more easy about it. You know, they don't take that serious. And it becomes more like. And you know what that tends to happen? Is that creates self-hatred because you're not really accepting it. You're not really accepting yourself. Right? And you begin to create a pattern and you begin to create a reward system around modifying your body. You begin to linking up, feeling good about yourself by just fixing this or that, rather than finding your purpose. You begin to find purpose and superficial, impermanent things that will inevitably turn against itself and destroy you. Let me tell you something. This is the one moment when the cure is worse than the disease. When your desire to fix your problem through your body turns against you. Because this is a problem, man. Nothing's worse than when somebody has a lot of desire, a lot of dreams in life, but they're lazy, right? Because when people are lazy but they have big dreams, they go over the guardrails, over the law, and begin breaking the law or begin to destroy themselves, right? So the first value they have is unattainable physical beauty, and the second one is attention by any means necessary, right? And that doesn't just mean with Instagram posts. That just means I'm gonna get your attention by any means necessary. That means I'm gonna be a living hell in your life. That means that I'm gonna have problems in my life. Like when I talk about attention, I mean a heightened state. I mean that the attention is focused on you, so you become the victim. You're either the victim or you're the one who's super perfect. Either way, it manifests itself in both directions, right? And this comes down to how men value you and why men really don't respect you, and why Kylie Jenner's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, what's his name again? Fucking Travis Scott didn't respect her because that motherfucker took his baby mama to his side chick to Kylie Jenner's to Kylie Jenner's fucking, I forgot, to her party. I forgot what party it was. The baby shower, right? He took her to the baby shower. And let me tell you something. Any motherfucker that does that shit, That means she's sucking a whole lot of dick. That means that that chick's, that means that that chick, right? That means that that girl is so low on the self-esteem. And let me tell you something, man. The way that she feels good about herself is not through her family members. It's not through her boyfriend. It's through her child and the social media. But that same social media that loves her is the same social media that turns against her. And that same child that she loves, when she grows up, how it normally happens when parents have low self-esteem, that child gets tired because that the parent uses that child as her self-esteem, and it becomes burdening after a while. All right, and so as a result, looking at it from Travis Scott's perspective, he sees a woman that has no self-esteem. Look, this works. This whole thing of being super confident or being super cocky works at a distance. Once I get close to you, all of the facades, all of the smoke screen go away. And Travis Scott has seen Kylie Jenner for who she is. She is an insecure little girl who hasn't grown up. And I'm not saying that in a condescending way. It's not condescending. She is a little girl inside. As confident as she may look, that poor girl is crying inside, people. That poor girl is crying inside. Right? And what would tend to happen is that you have such low self-esteem that you don't want to walk away from things. You're not willing to walk away. You depend on things to make you happy. You have no internal guiding system. You have nothing inside of you that gives you happiness. Everyone has an internal thermostat for your self-esteem. Just like thermostat, if it goes under 50, the temperature turns up, right? If it goes under 60, the temperature turns up. If my self-esteem goes under 50, my thermostat goes up, and I begin to remember about the great things in my life, and I begin to feel good, rather than me having to post a photo and then get embarrassed and feel good through those means. I use my own internal source of self-esteem, and you become your own source of good emotion. Unfortunately, when Kylie Jenner has an extension of millions of people to feel good, just like any other drug, you'll use that because it's so easy and quick. But again, it's the cure that becomes worse than the disease. You're eating poison. It will turn against you. And the way that it will turn against you, you'll notice how your relationships never work out. Right? You project this image of a perfect person, but the guys never stay. And the reason why is because you are objectifying your own self. You think the person who you are to value is your looks. So you have nothing else to offer. You don't understand how guys think. You don't understand that when you just show your body, you will make the guy see right through you. But when you create some distance, when you allow the guy to not really know how you feel inside, when you create uncertainty in the guy's heart about how you feel about him, he will have to think twice before he acts because he doesn't know how you're gonna react. But but Kylie Jenner, I could promise you, man. And I've seen this a lot with hot women that I meet. When I hang around them, they're on their phone most of the time. Not with me, in fact. Actually, before that was a different thing. Now you better get off a goddamn phone when you're around me, right? Sorry about that. But generally, if you don't stop them, those girls will be on their phones all the time and fucking snapping right next to you and shit, man. And me as a guy, I can't respect that. I cannot respect a woman who completely values her online self more than who she is in person. That's not a woman you want. Look, man. Those women that you see online that have beautiful bodies and stuff like that, you know what's one common thing they have? They are not they are afraid of getting older a lot more than most women, right? And so what that would tend to happen is that they as a result, they over feminize themselves because they want to stay young and hot. They over feminize themselves and they become super submissive for no fucking reason, right? They submit to the guy. They say yes to everything. They shut the fuck up if something goes wrong because they don't want to offend the guy. But from the outside, you look super confident. And the reason why you look super confident on the outside is because most of the time it's overcompensation. How do I say super confident? Is that your profile for some reason just looks, you have more confident. That's laying it on a little thick. And anytime somebody lays it on a little thick, and I'm not talking about anytime this person lays it on a little thick, you better be, it's a little fake to me. Anytime somebody comes to me acting super fucking friendly, my senses go up and I begin to doubt you. And that's the thing with this poor girl, man. Men will not respect her as men will respect her as soon as she begins accepting her flaws. Yeah, she's not gonna get the guys that she wants because she wants the ballers. But you're gonna find a guy that respects you. But you know what? Sometimes you're addicted to your own pain. Sometimes you're in that pattern for so long that no matter what I say to you, you cannot get out. And the solution to that is simple, man. You gotta get off of social media. You just have to get off of it. That is the cause of this low self-esteem. When you're comparing yourself to other people, you automatically judge yourself. And you automatically lower your self-esteem. In reality, you're trying to feel good about yourself. And that's where the cure becomes worse than the disease. It's such a fucking sad thing, to be honest with you. Because these things lead to permanent results. These things lead to women cosmetically changing their bodies unnecessarily. Look, man, if you're ugly, you're ugly. God have mercy. If you're ugly, you're ugly. I'm short. I'm 5'10". Nah. 5'9" without shoes. 5'10" with the right shoes. But I'm okay with it, man. Look, remember, when I was younger, I was trying everything to see what women like. And I even tried fake accents. I remember I tried a British accent, didn't work for shit, right? I tried Australian, didn't work for shit, right? Right, and then what else did I did? I did pickup, that kind of worked, right? And then I started doing pickup in the daytime, that worked, right? And then I started getting on my purpose, and that worked even better. But the point is that I didn't just stick to superficial things, people. When you're young, you start out with the simple things, right? And I was stupid, but I grew from that because without that, it was my nature to just experiment. Not a good experiment, right? But the point is that you accept your flaws. It's what makes you unique, and it's what makes men respect you. Your quirkiness, you accepting your own quirks. The problem is that when you feel the pull of the crowd to go towards a certain guide, you don't understand what's healthy for you because you listen to the other voices. You don't know what makes you happy because you're just looking at other relationships. You know, or for Kylie Jenner's case, she's looking at other celebrities, and the only people around her are celebrities, rappers, NBA players. And they laid down the pipe. They ain't here for love. And unfortunately, that's what she wants. She wants a family. But she's doing it the wrong way. She's doing it with something that's not sustainable. And it's sad, man. I can't lie. It truly is sad. Because I see her as a human being. I don't see her as a celebrity. I see her as a person. And I don't know how she's gonna continue this, man. I don't know how she feels inside, but it's not good. I don't think it's good, man. There's a point that money just doesn't do it for you. In fact, there's nothing worse than having all the money in the world and still feeling depressed. Because the more money you get, you're gonna say, I'm still depressed. You know? I just think that women who really value Kylie Jenner's looks and try to be like her, I don't see a happy future for you. And I see you attracting the wrong men. I see you attracting men who just want an over-feminized woman. And that's not normal. There's no such thing. I may talk about hyper-femininity tomorrow, about the Kylie Jenner, based on how this video does. But it's sad, man. Like it just shocks me how this poor girl has gone through so much change in such a short period of time, man. You know, you need time to let those changes sink in. And she didn't. Those parents of hers, man, are fucking unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Truly sad. Truly sad. Let's finish this here, man. Man, this is asking my for attraction. Yeah, man, if you guys think, sorry, man, it's just sad, man. It's just, I see her as a person, man, and it's something that I cannot believe people let her do that kind of stuff. It is what it is. Oh well. All right, people. If you guys want coaching, just go to myfattraction.org. I'm coming up with a new course called Natural Chemistry. Oh yes, people. We're coming up with that. We're gonna show you how to create. This isn't more about how to create deep connection with a guy. This is not how to find a guy, because I already made a course about that. This is specifically how to create a deep connection. I'm gonna create the sales thing today, and I'm gonna show it to you guys tomorrow, all right? And if you guys want one-on-one coaching, check out my other YouTube channel that I have. It's in Spanish, and my self-help channel, which is my Instagram. All right, I post self-help videos on my Instagram, so go check that out too. All right, cool, man. Peace out, motherfuckers.
All right, ladies. So this is the course that all of you guys have been asking me for, and it's the psychological game of attraction. This is pretty much the course that will make any man beg to want to commit with you. This is the course that I wish, I'll be honest with you, if I was a woman, this is the kind of course that I want, because it's a course that's specifically geared to help you understand how guys fall in love and how to do it in a systematic way that's almost predictable, right? So let me show you guys how this course is set up. By the way, there's a 30-day money back guaranteed on this course. So if you guys don't like it, you guys will get money back. Look, let me show you how it's done, right? So it's split up in a few sections. The first section is the introduction, obviously, what to expect from it. After that is I'm giving you an understanding of the psychology of attraction, right? Because you need to understand that dating is a game. You need to think strategically, that there are certain laws of human nature that you cannot break, and just a few things of why people love each other. You know, it's very important to have a realistic expectation. After that, we go into the three phases of every relationship. They all go in these three phases, and these phases could overlap each other at times, right? The first phase is the pre-honeymoon period. It is when you first know the person, or it is when you're becoming acquaintance with the guy, or it is when you guys broke up and are back together, or it is when you guys had a long period of you guys not knowing each other, and now you guys want to rekindle things. This works in any point of the relationship that you need to spark interest and curiosity. So these videos are specific for that. Specific to create curiosity, how to get to know the guy the right way, using your non-verbals, how to create a powerful reputation. It's truly powerful stuff. After that is the honeymoon period. This honeymoon period is how to get from curiosity to interest to creating a deep connection. So all of these videos are specifically geared to that. Not the 30, no. These specific videos are there for this phase, and this phase is any phase. You guys are having a good, happy moment. You guys just got back together, and now you feel that peak. You feel that happiness that you guys felt. That's what this is, right? So these videos are there for that, creating a lonely fantasy, the preemptive breakup, the triangle of love, using words to control his man. It's powerful stuff. After that is the post-honeymoon period, and again, is a short list of videos, because these videos are there to solidify the connection that you already created. So if you just had an incredible moment, or you just came out of a vacation with a guy and everything went well, you better use this phase, because if you don't do this, he's going to become disenchanted. It's just how it is. These are very specific videos, and if you and all you got to do is just say, all right, where am I? I tell you where you guys are, and you just watch the video. It's pretty much like being coached by me. You got some bonus videos, stop being nice, dealing with the inevitable, how to deal with breakup, how to deal with getting over a dude. This is the how to overcome manipulation, identifying manipulation, deterring manipulation, defending yourself against manipulation, what to do if you're already in a manipulative relationship, and how to avoid them through detachment. It's pretty much an extremely succinct and laser focused course. Not one waste of motion. That's why I love it. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee if you guys don't like it. No questions asked, people. All right. And if you guys want to support this channel, this is how you support it. And I hope you guys enjoy this. All right. See you guys inside.